All right, coming up, we got two of the big boppers. Yes, it's the heavyweight men's division. It's the journey of James, the Don Blair, and Ethan, BARTLEBEAN BARTLE.
I'm James Blair, I'm 24 and I'm a financial advisor.
My name's Ethan Bartle, 20 years of age, and I'm a logistics operator in the Royal New Zealand Air Force.
I'm fighting for Aiden.
I'm fighting for Liam.
He's an amazing bloke actually. We tell him we're soaring at those sort of things and he just goes, mate, man up.
I wanted to do this North Fight Night just because of the personal challenge for a start. The more I went on, it's sort of become like a pretty awesome journey, especially getting to meet Liam and fighting for him.
I'm fighting Ethan. Should be a really interesting fight. We've done quite a bit of sparring together, so it should be good on the night.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely gunning for the belt. So yeah, it all comes down to that on the night. I definitely reckon I've got it.
Well, the big boppers are about to come to play.
Tasman competition from Sydney side. Please welcome the Don, James Blair.
He works for Westpac as a senior financial advisor, 24 years of age, 6 feet tall, 114 kegs, built like a small portable outhouse. Looks in pretty good nick for this bout. James Blair.
In the blue corner, the BARTLEBEAN, Ethan Bartle.
Another young man at 20 years of age from the RNZAF, the Royal New Zealand Air Force. He is taller, 2 inches taller at 6'2". 4 years younger, slightly lighter.
All right, two of the big
109 kilos.
Introducing first of all out of the red corner, 24 years of age, hails from Sydney, Australia, calls Auckland home. He tipped the scales at 113.2 kilos, having shed 10 kilos. He's a Westpac senior advisor. Please welcome James, the Don Blair. And his opponent in the blue corner hails from Nelson, 20 years of age, logistics operator for the RNZAF. He lost 15 kilos, tipping the scales at 108.6 kgs. He is affectionately known as the BARTLEBEAN. Forget about the BARTLEBEAN, we got the BARTLEBEAN, Ethan Bartle. Best of 3 2-minute rounds. Brought to you by Canteen.
And this is our 10th fight of the evening. A heavyweight bout, James the Don Blair, all in white, coming out of the red corner, and Ethan Bartle, the man from the New Zealand Air Force. And he's storming out of his corner, long jab, looking to use his height advantage. He is 2 inches taller at 6'2". Looks to be leveraging well, quite quick with his feet, bridging the gap. Catching Blair on that spear of a jab, although he's walking into range a little. Not a lot coming back from Blair at this point. Nice combination work from Bartle, upstairs, downstairs, using the jab to set up other shots. Blair, he probably needs to throw some leather or some mustard behind his right hand. He's being out-jabbed at this point by the taller man, and he's not moving his head, which will make it very difficult. So he needs to get on the inside and cut down the leverage that the fast-handed Ethan Bartle has. He's working well, throwing the jab and left hook off that. Nice work to the body. James Blair is throwing his jab to the chest, but he needs to start slipping Bartle's jab and coming inside. There was his first right hand thrown in anger, and he slapped the left hook and looked for the launch of the right hand. That's more like it from Blair. Bartle popping out that jab, moves under the right hand well. Good evasion work. Thudding away with that jab again, Bartle. Nice shot selection, changed up his shot midstream, went with the lead right hand. Well, quite a technical fight for heavyweights. A little like our earlier bout. Ethan Bartle put some nice shots together. He led well with his lead left hand. James Blair just couldn't quite make his way on the inside. That was a rare occasion he doubled up on his jab and it was effective for him. But for the most part, it was Ethan Bartle using a good lead hand, a good jab, and that set up a variety of different combinations as we head into the second round.
Seconds out, round two.
Round two underway. Ethan Bartle in the black, the taller of the two. Starts off the second round where he left the first with a good jab. James Blair, well, there's a big whopping overhand right. I think his corner told him to throw it. They probably wanted him to set it up a little better. There he countered with that right hand. Fast-handed. Slightly unorthodox, he sways back, which if Blair landed the left hand there, doubled it up, and then opened up the right hand for him. He needs to do a bit more of that. Also needs to threaten with a counter right hand whenever Bartle throws that jab of his, but he's just set on his heels too frequently. It's because he's not moving his head, and he ate another lead jab, took that right on the cheekbone. There's a vicious overhand right. It grazed off the top of the temple. Didn't quite have enough leverage on it, but it's there for the taller man. Now Blair's starting to come forward. And again, when he pressures and gets on the inside, he negates the leverage that Bartle has. On the outside, Bartle will use his height and reach all day. Just like that. Jab to the body, jab to the head, missed with a wild right hand. That's better work from Blair. It's taken him a bit of time to start to find his range, but he's doing it now. 10 seconds to go. This is the second round. That probably hasn't evened up the round. Blair needs to land a couple of heavier shots, but it's a better performance from him. There's a 10-second clacker. Now Blair coming forward. He needs to continue that pressure.
End of round two.
Ethan Bartle probably again takes that round. But James Blair starting to find his range, particularly in the second half of the second round. There's some good work early from Bartle. Combinations all being set off the jab, and that whopping overhand right just didn't quite leverage off it. And this is the work that James Blair did when he started to push Bartle back and apply pressure. It worked for him. He was able to land in combination. And that was the end of the third round. Bartle just making sure the judges knew that he was still being effective.
Seconds out in association with Canteen. This is the third and final round. The Aussie in the red corner, the Kiwi in the blue.
And we're underway. Third and final. Bartle, the Kiwi, all in black, coming out of the blue corner. James Blair in white out of the red corner. There's that whopping right hand. It's more of a slap though. He really needs to turn the knuckle over and bend his knee down as he leverages it. On its own, it's not going to have huge effect unless he comes back with a left uppercut or left hook. Now, James Blair trying to get a bead on him. Good head work and evasion from Ethan Bartle. Heavy left hook there. That's better work from Ethan Bartle as he uses his vision to get himself away from the counter shot. James Blair's eaten a couple. Minute to go in the third and final. Blair bleeding heavily from the nose. Just can't get inside of that spear of a jab that Bartle owns. And once again, adding to the trauma on the end of his beetroot nose. Bartle just has a little bit more range. There's slightly better eyes, which is enabling him, for the most part, to stay out of trouble and hit without being hit, which is the name of game in boxing. Check left hook from Bartle. Then pops Blair with the jab as he steps inside. Both boys breathing heavily with the mouth open at this point. It's been a fast pace for a heavyweight fight. Both their heavyweight fights have been pretty technical. Good work from Bartle. Punctuating the round, punctuating the fight with a good combination. And an excellent bout between these two first-time corporate boxers. I suspect it'll go the way of Bartle. But a good performance too from James the Don Blair. And that was the way that Bartle ended the third round, with a flurry of punches. And he just, in the end, just had a little bit too much. And his ability to evade also helped him as we hit the Dobbo for the decision.
All right, judges' scorecards are in. Judge 1 scores the fight 29-28. Judge 2 scores the fight 30-27. Judge 3, 30-27. Winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, the BARTLEBEAN, Ethan Bartle.
Good decision from the judges, and Ethan Bartle.
Representation, canteen member Liam. Thank you, Liam.
Pretty dominant throughout. A very effective left jab, good head movement, and a good technical bout from both these heavyweights.
Let's catch up with the BARTLEBEAN. Mate, you lost 15 kilos, took on an Aussie, mate, you won. Boy, what a busy 12 weeks you've had.
Yeah, it's definitely been a busy 12 weeks. I can actually fit clothes that I could a couple of years ago, so it's not too bad, yeah.
Ethan, mate, a lot of love in the house for you. People going crazy just seeing you get it on. Who would you like to thank?
I'd just also like to thank Terry, my trainer, and everyone at Ringside for helping me lose the 15 kgs. It's been a real help, and also a big thanks to all the Air Force boys. We've been going all through this together, so it's pretty awesome.
Awesome, mate. Well done. The BARTLEBEAN, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Bartle. Let's catch up with the Don, Mr. Blair. Wow. You lost some serious weight. First of all, congratulations. A bit of blood on the nose, but you've come from Australia, now based in Auckland. What does this event mean to you?
Oh, it means everything. It's been the last 3 months of my life. 15 kgs drop, meeting awesome people. Hux was an awesome trainer. My family's all there, and it means a lot. Joy in the Westpac team. Thanks for all the support. Thank you.
Well done, mate, and just the whole experience. What have you got to say to guys who are, you're around nearly 130 kilos, you've dropped a lot of weight, it's a big effort.
Listen, if you're an idiot like me and go, a bit of boxing, think that and then get in and just don't give up. Don't quit, don't stop, sign up, do something bigger than yourself.
Awesome. James Blair, ladies and gentlemen, from Sydney, lost a ton of weight. Great to see the Aussies giving it a go across the ditch.